I just came back from a couple of days on the boat, and I've got some major projects that I've actually brought home with me. First of all being the boards that cover up the holes in the cabin floor, cabin sole. These were just plain marine ply when I got them, and I decided I was going to try this type of faux teak, I guess you could say, carpet. And that's turned out to be a complete failure. The reason that's been a failure is because carpet absorbs water, and being an old boat, it tends to leak a little bit, particularly around this area here where the mast comes right down to the floor, and yeah, drip, drip, drip. Every time I get a decent shower of rain, or a decent few days of rain, there is wet carpet to dry out. So I'm going to get rid of that, and I have ordered some EVA foam. Looks fairly similar, not white stripes, black stripe through that one, and I hope that will solve my problems there. The other thing I've just started to, I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, and that is to restore the cabin stairs, or the ladder, if you like. And I've sanded a fair bit of that back. These are the stair treads that have been uppermost, and you can see that they've basically worn down to right through any kind of finish that they previously had. The sides of the stairs, you can see, is a reddish type of tinge about them, and I wanted to stain these treads to get them looking back the way that they did before. Now, I happen to have some of this lying around, and I used this on my previous boat when I wanted to restore the washboards from that boat, and goodness me, I've tried one of the treads with it, and it's almost a complete match. I just couldn't believe my luck. So I think that's going to be it. All I need to do now is just to put a couple of coats of that on each of these, and yeah, it's almost a perfect match. I've been absolutely stoked with that, and that is in fact a varnish as well. So with a couple of coats, that will bring that up really, really nicely. I've also got some non-slip tread to put on there. Yeah, it'll take away from the look of it, but I've previously had a couple of falls down these stairs because they are smooth, and I've decided that I would prefer to go with a little bit of unsightly non-slip tape than to damage myself again, because first time I threw my shoulder out, and the second time, if you remember, I kicked the door of one of the lockers in. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting those looking really sharp, and I should have those done in the next couple of weeks. I decided to use new marine ply rather than the original stuff, and the main reason for that was because, as you'll see here in a moment, the old one was covered in glue that I'd used to stick down the carpet. So I just couldn't get that off, so I decided to put some new wood in the boat. And the next job is to cut these out. I've got a little circular saw for the straight bits, and I've just picked up another addition to the Bosch Professional 12 volt series, and that's a jigsaw, which I think I'm going to be using quite a bit on the boat. So yeah, let's get into that. I decided to cover the marine ply with a coat of lacquer. Two reasons. First reason, sort of make it a little bit waterproof, but the second reason was to try and give the glue on the bottom of the EVA foam something smooth to grip onto. And while that was drying, I went back to the stairs and I put my final coat of lacquer on the stairs to really finish that off. The non-skid tape I had was 25mm, and I decided I'd put one strip on per stair tread. So far that's working really well. I'm still considering whether I'm going to put on another one, but at the moment I'm pretty happy with the single strip. And with the stairs being a major focal point of the cabin, I had to get those strips straight. I just wasn't going to be able to live with crooked strips of black on my freshly restored stairs. Really happy with how the stairs have come out. They are restored, they are protected, and they really have brightened up the cabin with that lovely gloss. Finally, it was time to apply the EVA foam. I was really nervous about this because I really didn't know whether I'd bought a decent product or not. And I wasn't sure whether I was going to destroy it by being an absolute amateur. But with a little bit of care and a little bit of forethought, it actually came out okay. So I started off by loosely cutting around the shape. And I've watched a guy on YouTube do this, so I wasn't going in completely blind, and he suggested to cut about 2 to 3 inches right at the base. And that was your anchor point, so you could work everything from there. So after cutting off that anchor point, I was really nervous about how good the glue was going to be. And you'll note here that I stick it down and then I use a couple of small clamps. And I then works my way from that anchor point forward. I have to say that I didn't need to worry about those cramps at all, because the glue on the bottom of this stuff is just phenomenal. It was easy to apply. It just stuck and stuck with an incredible grip. You can see it just goes down so easily. Trimming was very simple with a very sharp craft knife. Just be careful if you're going to do this yourself, because you can get it wrong very quickly, because it just cuts so simply. And the finish is just phenomenal. I'm so happy. It's such a great surface, and I'm really impressed with the look of it.